We are Tanya and Eulalia, and we've been in Canada during 2 months and a half. We've seen lots of differences between Canada and our country. The topic that we are going to talk about is sports.
We've seen many sports there. We already knew some of them because we practice them in our country. However, there were so many sports that we didn't really know because they are not popular in Spain.
The most popular sports in Canada are ice hockey, baseball, and football. Another popular sport in Canada is lacrosse, but we've never seen this one.
When a football team plays, the cheerleader team go to the game and encourage them. You can enjoy cheerleading in schools, and you can also enjoy so many sports such as basketball, volleyball, rugby.
Winnipeg's population love to watch sports in their own fields, especially hockey, ice hockey, and football. Winnipeg's ice hockey team is the Jets. They play in the National Hockey League and they are really good. And the Winnipeg's football team is Blue Bombers. They are in the West Division of the Canadian Football League and they are also pretty good.
As you can see, sports play a really important role in Canadian lives.
Hi, I'm Gina and she's Laia. We went to Canada during 10 weeks in an international student program. And we were going to the school there and living with the host family. I think that the host family is a really influential aspect in this adventure. Because, well, they should give you food and a bed, but they have to be your family. They have to make you feel like another family member.
Yes, they should treat you like their daughter and bring you to the places where they used to go with all the family, like the supermarket, hockey matches if they have children, or just to go to visit their parents.
I wasn't really lucky the first month there because my family, it wasn't a family and they didn't talk to me, they didn't bring me anywhere. They didn't really worry about me, but then I had the chance to go to another family and that one was great.
I really like my family because it wasn't the first time they had international students at home. They had about 23 international students before I arrived, and that's good because they knew how to be a good host family. And while I was there was 2 more international students, and that's a really helpful thing, especially if they're the same age as you or similar, or if you go at the same school.
True, because when you are sad and you are missing your parents or friends, they can help you and talk to you because they are at the same situation as you, and I think that makes easier your adaptation. My family, the second one, they had another international student too. She was Brazilian. Her name was Ana Thaisa, and she was 16. We spent all the day together because she was at the same school as me, and at the end we were like real sisters. My Canadian parents had a daughter who was 18 and a son who was 14. With the son, my brother, we talked a lot and we were good friends. The family was from the Philippines. They came to Canada 5 years ago, so they still have their own culture. We had to pray before every meal. Like if you want to eat anything, you have to pray before. And then we had to eat rice for breakfast, rice for lunch, and rice for supper. And then we went to church every Sunday. But I love this family and I think that I was very lucky to have a second opportunity and go with them.
My Canadian parents were like 60 years old. They had 2 daughters, but they don't live at home. And the father was retired, and he was the whole day at home watching movies or cooking, so when I was bored, I used to stay with him. The Canadian man was working until 5 o'clock at the afternoon, but at the weekends we used to go for a walk or go shopping. My host sisters were Sarah from Brazil and Matilda from Germany, and they both are the same age as me. So we were very friends because we did a lot of things together. We were like real sisters. And I think I was also very lucky because they are very nice and they know how to be a great family.
Hi, we are John and Mark, and we have been in Canada for almost 3 months.
Okay, so we're going to talk about schools.
First of all, we have to say that Canadian schools are easier than here.
In Canada, the students are more prepared for modern life.
Canadian schools are different organized. They have grades.
Work system is different. They work doing more practical activities and the classes are less boring and you learn more.
School starts every day at 8:30 a.m. and ends at 4 p.m. And they call the class periods. They do 5 periods plus lunch when some students join their clubs.
In lunchtime, everybody goes to the cafeteria and you have to carry your own food. Also, you can go out to have lunch, like in a restaurant or 7-Eleven.
Each student has 75 minutes of spare to work on their assignments, and because of that, after school, students have time to practice sports, enjoy themselves and stuff.
The lockers are better because you don't have to carry key. It works with number combinations, so you just have to remember 3 numbers, and also the lockers are bigger than ours, so you can put more things inside.
You can go to the school cycling because there are a lot of places to put and leave your bike. And it will be nice to have it here because it's also cool to wake up and go cycling to the school.
Hi, my name is Maria. I was living in Canada for 2 months and a half, and I was in the Charleswood area in Winnipeg. My name is Maria. I was in Canada too for the same period of time, but I was in Charleswood. I was in Selkirk, in a little town in the outskirts of Winnipeg. My homestay family was very, very nice to me. They treated me like another daughter. I stayed in their home and I was like part of the family. They always took me everywhere. The kids treat me like the brother, sister, and I don't know what to say. They were amazing. I love them so much. And in my family, they were 4 members. My dad, Greg, my mother, April, and then my sister, Nadia. Nadia was from Germany. She was another international student, and she was really nice to me. She was like my older sister, and she helped me with all the stuff at home and all the things that I didn't understand. My family was formed by the father, Dave, the mother, Angela, and 5 kids: Gianluca, Matteo, Sergio, Chanel, and Jasmine, and the dog, Maxi. And they were Canadian born, but they were Italian too, so they were like Mediterranean culture too. They speak me everything in English. They explain me everything that I didn't understand. They took me to the cinema. They took me golfing. They took me on Treat or Treat on Halloween. They took me to Nono's house to have dinner. Everything like a family. Because they were like a family team, always together. They did it always together. And I don't know what to say. They were awesome. They were the best experience for any person. I recommend it to everybody. In my family, I did lots of activities. For example, I went to the cinema, I went golfing, then I made picnic in a lot of parks in Winnipeg, and I did many activities such as play badminton on Thursday, Wednesday, and Sundays in the high school. But then I did lots of activities, so it was a really interesting experience, and I recommend it to a lot of people. It is really nice, and this family now is part of my real family.
Winnipeg is the capital and largest city in Manitoba. It's the 17th biggest in Canada, located near the longitudinal center of North America, at the confluence of Red and Assiniboia rivers.
Winnipeg has an area of 46,408 kilometers, and it has a population of 663,617 and a density of 1,430 people in a kilometer.
Summers are warm and humid, winters very cold and dry, and spring and fall are temperate.
Snow occasionally lasts 6 months of the year. The maximum temperature is 37 degrees and the minimum is minus 30 degrees.
The areas of Winnipeg are Downtown, Exchange District, Chinatown, The Forks, Fort Rouge, Pleasantwood, Riverhead, Tuxedo, Charleswood, St. James, Assiniboia, the Western, Worsley North, and East Kildonan, West Kildonan, Old Kildonan, North Kildonan, St. Boniface, St. Vital, Fort Garry, St. Norbert, Transcona, Since
1992, the city of Winnipeg has been represented by 15 city councillors and a mayor, both elected every 4th year.
The present mayor, Brian Bowman, was elected to office in 2014.
The city is a single-tier municipality, governed by a mayor-council system.
Hi, we are Chevy and Pau. We have spent 10 weeks in Canada in exchange program. We're going to talk about Canadian people.
Canadian people are respectful and tolerant, and they accept other people without mattering their religion or their way to think.
Officially, Canada is a non-religious country, but most of the Canadians strongly believe in God and the Bible.
They really care the environment and they don't want to pollute them because they have a really nice country with lots of vegetation, so they don't want to be a polluted country.
Canadians have a very strong vincul with their country, and they're very proud of being Canadians and live in Canada.
The Canadian people really appreciate the punctual people because it's a very important quality that must be respected for most of them. So they really like people who are on time in the place. The punctuality for Canadian people is a very important quality. They really appreciate the people that arrive at time.
The ice hockey is the national sport in Canada. It's by far the most popular and followed sport of Canada. People love watching it and playing it.
Canada is a bilingual country. The English part that is the most of the people in Canada, and the Quebec region that it's the French part.